I came to Microsoft Advertising because I was excited about the moment that they're in. I think we just went through a major transformation in terms of how do we bring ease and great value to our partners and our customers. And so I'm naturally drawn to growth and building opportunities. And when I started to meet and speak with a number of people at Microsoft, it was clear that there was a great path forward and I wanted to be a part of it.
Well, I was hoping you could elaborate a bit more and tell me maybe a bit more about the audiences at Microsoft Advertising. You came from Google, so you know a lot about audiences. What's valuable about Microsoft Advertising's audiences?
When I think about it, I really break it down into 4 parts. The first is just the sheer scale. We have 1 billion users on our platform, and that's quite significant. But that's not enough. We also have an incredibly high quality, engaged audience. And when I think about the engagement, it spans across life. It's work, it's play, and it's a great way for us to be thinking about how we, frankly, provide support and service to many of our consumers that come to us, and likewise allow marketers to engage with those folks. Our Gen I is an empowerment tool to help understand what the audiences are doing and why they're doing it and how best to connect with them is really great. And Copilot has been a game changer for me. And I love the idea that it's not a replacement, but it's actually an empowerment tool. And then finally, underscoring all of that is a sense of responsibility that we have in the market. Privacy, protection, and just a consciousness about how we're using data, how we're thinking about our consumer journey, and protecting consumers around the promise that we've made to them.
Well, yeah, I'm actually a big fan of Copilot. Maybe you could tell us a bit more about what it is.
Well, Copilot is in many ways that secret tool to help you live your life. When I talk about life, work, and play, it's a way to help accelerate certain things, create efficiency in your life, help you do things that maybe were taking a lot of time and lift. I'm a working mom, so I have a lot of things that I'm trying to manage between work and just the function of, I'm traveling right now and I've got my kids. One's going to camp somewhere next week. I've got another child who is trying to navigate going to college in a month. And so being able to do that alongside all of my work activity and throughout trying to figure out how to make everything work better. Copilot is such an assist on that. So it's really been incredible to get to know it better.
I agree. Well, now that you've settled in, what opportunities are you most excited about?
Well, I guess before I started, I read Satya's book, Hit Refresh, and it was pretty cool to hear him talk about empathy. And it really has, as I've joined the organization, has permeated the culture and the people I've met. I love 2 things that he talked a lot about in addition to empathy. One was having a growth mindset. I'm an abundance person. I don't really operate with a sense of scarcity. Even if things don't work out a certain way, I try to look for where there's opportunity. And likewise, this mentality, especially for somebody who's just starting at this company that has a lot of complexity in it, moving from a know-it-all culture to a learn-it-all culture, I think it's really helped me because I can ask questions. People really appreciate the fact that we can all learn together. And then finally, I think the leadership. I started speaking with Microsoft in January, and I got to meet Kaya Sainsbury-Carter, who's an incredible leader and somebody who really inspires me. And as Amanda Richmond also joined, and that's the person I report to, I feel like it is a no-brainer for me to feel like I'm in the luckiest place professionally. So beyond the leadership, as I've gotten to know folks, not only across my management team, but within our team and our cross-functional colleagues, it's just been really a breath of fresh air. And I feel really excited that we're going to do great things in service to our partners and customers.